Ijoy. Oh, wait a minute, wrong one. My bad. Hello, Ijoy. Power low. Power low. Power low. Power low. Power low. Power high. Ijoy, the Avenger 270. This is Ijoy's first entry in the voice command, or AI. It's one of the first ones on the market, as far as I know. And let's tell you what, let's take it downtown and investigate. The Ijoy Avenger. You know the Ijoy packaging. Scratch the sip on the side. List of things on the back. And as you slide it out, and it's their lovely carbon fiber wooden box. I love it. And inside you have the Avenger. Have the mod. The Avenger tank. Talk about the tank in a second. And in the bottom of the box you have your instructions or your directions, the 18650 adapter for the batteries, USB cord, O-rings, tank band, 510 adapter, spare coil, spare glass. So let's dive down. Let's take a good look at this. First is your spare coil. Now this coil is recommended at 40 to 80 watts. It's a 0.35 coil for the Avenger tank. Tank comes pre-installed with one coil. The coil on the tank is rated as 0.15 and is rated from leading 40 to 90 watts. I don't know if you can make that out. Take it apart. You have the mod in your Avenger tank. Beautiful tank. 810 drip tip installed. This is not a goon style drip tip. You have a 510 adapter included in the kit. Adjustable airflow, dual size, your airflow control. It's tight. It's nice and snug. It does have stoppers. It's nice and wide. Nice big bubble glass. Take it to fill it. Take off the top. And you have your two fill ports. Nice big healthy fill ports. Nice big size glass. And let's just take it apart. There you go. And there's your coil. This is the mesh coil that comes installed. You can read that. Like I said, it's 0.15 ohms. Mesh. Rated at 40 to 70 watts. 40 to 90 watts, excuse me. As you can see, there's that mesh coil on the inside. Real easy to place. Screw out. Nice deep, beefy air holes for airflow. Then we have the mod itself. The Avenger mod. Button's nice and clicky. You can press it all the way down to, actually you can press it all the way down almost to the bottom and get it to fire. Plus and minus buttons, which also light up. Charge port and your update port. Battery door slides open. There is no markings on the inside, but on the door itself it tells you A and B battery and plus and minus. Close, just slide in and push down. You have your 510 connector, center mounted. I believe it's spring loaded. It's spring loaded. It's got a nice stiff spring on it, and it's flush, almost flush. It's a slightly raised here. Screw your tank on. Let's see. See if there's any gaps on this. Very, very minimal gap. Very minimal. Okay. It's nice. It doesn't lock down the airflow control. Like I've seen some tanks, when you put them down, they're too close, the airflow gets extra tight. So this is uses 21700s, 2700s, and 18650s. We're going to put two 18650s with the adapters. That comes included. Again, remember, plus up, minus up. Zero that plus, and minus. Slides right in, and there we go, the Avenger. Now the great thing about this mod, and one reason I really jumped on it, is because the AI, the artificial intelligence. Hello Ijoy, and there you see the little light come up top with the microphone. Now it's listening. Power high. Power high. Okay. Hello Ijoy. Power high. Power low. Lock device. Unlock device. Hello Ijoy. Hello Ijoy. Music light. Now what it does, it responds to music and sounds with the lights. It's cute, it's nice, and I'm a sucker for lights. Hello Ijoy. Romantic light. Now it kind of sets that little mood lighting. And you can do other things. You can change the color, you can turn the lights off. Hello Ijoy. Light off. Turn on light. Change color. Change color. Change color. Now we're going to screw the atomizer on top. Now I haven't put it together yet because I'm going to go over it really quick. I want to prime the coil and everything. Now it's reading the coil at 0.20, and I said the rating of this is 0.15, it says. So it's slightly off. Hello Ijoy. Auto power. And I'm going to change resistance. Try something with a different coil. I'm going to put a different atomizer on here, which I know has a different resistance to it. Alright, let's see. There we go. Good old dead rabbit. And that's reading 0.17. Hello Ijoy. Auto power. And it changes the wattage accordingly. And you can also turn it off. Shut down. Hello Ijoy. Shut down. And it turns off. And at that point, oh, didn't turn off, did it? Let's try this again. Hello Ijoy. Hello Ijoy. Shut down. And it's still on. So, that's interesting. It's nice. I mean, it's a few functions you can use. Now, as I was just showing you, the power off or the shut down does not really turn it off. It turns the screen off. But once you hit the fire button, it'll come back on. Hello, Ijoy. Shut down. You can't. Now let's see. Plus and minuses do nothing. But once you press the fire button, it's back on again. Let's quickly run through the menus. 3 clicks. And there are your menu settings. Alright, so 3 clicks. Go in your menu. And you have three settings. The up and down controls them. You have power. Takes you to power mode. Temperature. Nickel, titanium, stainless steel, your 2 memories, and you can just exit out of that. The next one gives you your screen settings, or your lights rather. You can set colorful, you can set red. Okay. Green, blue, white. And then you can adjust the range of it. S1, these are sound modes. So how it reacts to the different sounds. You can turn it off. And you go back to your colors. If you go to colorful, let's see. Back to lights, colorful. So in light modes, colorful gives you the rainbow. Then you have music light 1, music light 2, music light 3, music light 4, and then you can turn the lights off. Next setting is your users. Normal, hard, soft, and then user. Want to go into user, and that's where you got your little curve. You can adjust the wattage up and down. Adjust your wattage. Press the fire button to go to the next. And exit. Yeah. TCR, so TCR curve, and then you go to your settings. I didn't want to go there. Settings. Now in your settings you have your puff counter. You can reset your puff counter. Adjust your screen time, 30, 60, 90 seconds, or 120 seconds. And then you can turn your voice AI on or off. Those are pretty much all the settings that you have. It's a pretty simple menu. It's fun with the lights. Let's just be annoying here. We're going to put that in the sound mode. Sound mode 1. Sound mode 2. 3. Test, 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 test. 4. 4. Test, test. Sound 1. It doesn't get that bright. 2. Music set or sound 2. 3. Test, 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 test. And then 4. Or it actually changes colors as it goes along. And you can turn it off. Really simple mod to use. The menu's not that complicated. I love it. So what we're going to do now, so we're going to prime this coil. I'm going to go back up on top and vape on it. And as one of my favorites, I'm going to be using the lemon twist, pink punch. And this is the coil. So we're going to mesh coil. We're going to really saturate this nice and some juice in there. Saturate the cotton up top. And saturate our sides. Yeah, I think I got it all. Nice and tight. You always want to make sure your coil's on tight. Screw it together. this up. These are some nice long juice holes. And it's a nice big bottle. There we go. Gonna let this sit, saturate, and we're gonna go back up top, and we're gonna vape on it, and I'll give you my thoughts. So, there we have it. The Ijoy Avenger 270 kit. My thoughts. Well, let's start with cons. I really couldn't find any. Well, not too many. The one thing I don't like about it is the tank on this is loud. If you have a hard pull, it's gonna get loud. But that's an objective con. Also on the pro side of it, it gets air for days. That's almost half closed. It's got good airflow. Maybe slightly turbulent, not too much, but it's got a really good airflow. The coil has great slots on it, great juice slots, so it gets a lot of juice. It gets a lot of cloud. It gets a lot of good flavor. I love the color schemes of it. Personally, I wanted to get the matte black, but they ran out of stock real quick. And the one I really wanted was blue, which is not in production yet. They're doing a production in color schemes. Of course, you understand that's the way it goes. Blue's not yet available. I think right now is matte black, the champagne gold, and one of the rainbows. All in all, it's a good mod. It's a good tank. Sorry about that. It's a good tank. It's a great mod. It looks great. The artificial intelligence, the lights. I love lights. What can I say? I mean, it changes lights. It can be responsive to music and sound. The battery indicators are on there. It's a nice display. It's a nice display. Full color. The mod seems very... I don't hear rattling in there. None whatsoever. The button fires pretty much almost anywhere I press it. I can press it all the way down here, and it fires. The voice command, yeah, it jumps up 10 watts or down 10 watts. You can lock it, unlock it. There you go. Hello, Ijoy. Lock device. Unlock device. The only thing I don't like is when you do the shutdown with voice, it doesn't really shut it down. It turns the screen off. Once you press the fire button, it starts up again. Maybe that's something they could do in the update. It's a nice construction. I love the drip tip on this. I love the fact you can put a 510 on there if you want. It's got the adapter for it. The bubble glass. All in all, it's a nice solid build. It's got enough bells and whistles in it to make it fun, and the price point's not that bad. It's a very good price point on this. I've seen other mods at comparable prices not have the functionality of the Avenger. Do I like Ijoy products? I like a lot of different products made by different companies. I'm not really picky. I mean, I'm not going to pick one over the other based on just who makes it. So, I'll give it an A++, thumbs up. It's a good, solid mod. It's a great tank. It uses different size batteries, 21700, 2700s, 18650s. It can be, I wouldn't charge it in the mod, but you can charge the batteries in the mod. It has support for updating. The lights are fun. The buttons are easy to use. It changes wattage in half-watt increments if you're using the buttons. Now, it would have been nice if they had a command where you can just tell it what wattage you want it to set at and then go up and down from there. But all in all, it's a good, solid build. Good job, Ijoy. I love it. So, I would recommend it if you're into like bells and whistles and like things like, you know, toys, I guess. But it's still a solid working mod. It does what it needs to do, and it has a little extras to keep you happy and keep you entertained. I highly recommend it. I love it. Thank you, Ijoy. This is Stirfry Vaper out. Vape strong, vape on.